Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about exponentials. So today we're just going to do very, very basic exponentials, and then next time we're going to be talking about growth and decay. So when we're talking about exponentials, we're multiplying to get to the next y value. For example, if we had a table that looks like this, x comma y, and it starts at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, this would be exponential if, let's just choose a random value to start with. We'll start with 4. Then let's say the next one is 8. To get from 4 to 8, we had to multiply by 2. So to keep this exponential, we would have to keep multiplying by 2. 8 times 2 would be 16. 16 times 2 would be 32. 32 times 2 would be 64. So each time, your next y value is being multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2. So that's how you know if something is exponential or not, is that it's being multiplied every single time. It could also be multiplied by a fraction also. For example, let's say it started with 64, and then it goes to 32, 16, 8, 4. To get from 64 to 32, we multiply by 1/2, multiplied by 1/2, multiplied by 1/2. This is still exponential. It's just going down instead of going up. So that's how you quickly can tell if something's exponential, just by looking at the y values. But now let's look at an equation. So the general form for exponential is y equals a times b to the x. So we're just going to go over what each value means. Your y here is going to be your final value. So pretty much they'll say like something's doubling. What is the final value after 3 years? That would be your final value. Your a is your initial value. So whatever you start with. Another word for initial value is y-intercept. Your b is going to be your common ratio. Or in other words, what you multiply by. So just like an example that we said before, when we multiply by 2 every single time, your common ratio would be 2. So please don't get the a and the b mixed up. And then lastly, your x is just going to be your time. So there in the problem, let's say after 7 years or something along those lines, that would be your x value. So this is the general form of an exponential. You have your final value, your initial value, your common ratio, and your time. Something else that's going to be in your homework is going to ask you which scenario represents an exponential function. So some key words that you are going to look out for are double, triple, half, decay. They might even give you a percent. So let's just give an example of like 6%. Once you see a percent, automatically that means exponential in Algebra 1. So percent. And maybe they might say growth of a percent. So all of these is what you're looking for. All of these mean exponential. If you don't see any of those words, read it carefully. Make sure you're not multiplying to get from each step to each step. If it's saying like it's increasing by a height of 6 inches per day, you're not multiplying by 6, you're adding 6. It's plus 6, plus 6, plus 6. So that would be linear. If you guys have any questions, please contact us.